you go. Of course, the internet cut off somehow, randomly.
There's a message on here.
You stole something from me. Luckily for you, my desire to see it returned is greater than my desire for revenge. This will be your only chance. Say I was open to it. My partner has other ideas. We know. She's already contacted the UN and their Shinabi. Luckily, some pirates got to them first. Pirates? Are they... Don't worry about them. Just send me your location and hold tight. However you deal with your partner, my men will clean it up. This is why I love Earthers.
One more time.
There's a message on here.
You stole something from me. Luckily for you, my desire to see it returned is greater than my desire for revenge. This will be your only chance. Say I was open to it. My partner has other ideas. We know. She's already contacted the UN and their Shinabi. Luckily, some pirates got to them first. Pirates? Are they... Don't worry about them. Just send me your location and hold tight. However you deal with your partner, my men will clean it up. This is why I love Earthers.
I would wonder. Alright, one more time. Somebody stole something from you, didn't want to necessarily have to go any further than you wanted to. You made sure you told him that. I don't know if he had the same idea that you had. He might have been underestimating you, but from the looks of it, you're pretty fucking, ill prepared, so. Alright, so one more time.
There's a message on here.
You stole something from me. Luckily for you, my desire to see it returned is greater than my desire for revenge. This will be your only chance. Say I was open to it.
But
my partner has other ideas. We know. She's already contacted the UN and their Shinabi. Luckily, some pirates got to them first. Pirates? Are they... Don't worry about them. Just send me your location and hold tight. However you deal with your partner, my men will clean it up. This is why I love Earthers.
Alright, well, they had a deal. I dug up my old grad school notes. According to an epidemiology professor. I have no idea what that is, but epidemic. So he studies things that spread fast and like wildfire and affect all sorts of layers of society and life. Life. Epidemic is disease-based, right? No. Well, people abuse words all the time, because you can call... Damn. Yeah, society based in fear and shit. I hear you. Alright. So this will be the overall talk. Who wrote this? Pass this down. You know what I'm saying? Alright, well, I'm listening. I'm educating myself. Oh, also, I wanted to take note that one thing I just realized I did. I underestimated, even through my process and shit. I underestimated the more well-spoken man and shit. because he was well spoken. I assumed him to be less ignorant or whatever, or less apt to violence, and that wasn't necessarily true based off of his statement. But also, he utilized the pirates when he said it, when he spoke. So he may have been setting up, you know, you know what I mean? Like, okay, because, you know, he may or may not have had the actual firepower or the ability that he required to, whatever the fuck. So he needed that in order to get his shit back. So he used whatever was at his disposal. And that was excellent. But whose is this? Yeah, but then he ran out of fucking oxygen and he shot at me. So oh yeah. Yeah. It's fucking subtle. Such a subtle fucking. It's not even fucking funny, man. I just wanna fucking not die, but. So, we gotta put a smile on. Everybody, come on. Alright, so do these need power in order to keep the oxygen out, or is it just so you can power them up when you need to and have access to the environment what's inside? And how do you know that's just, there must be well, at some point in here, there's got to be a mechanical mechanism to disconnect from the power, like the actual seal must be, I don't know how the fuck they expected this to work. And then how did they test it to make sure it was proof, you know what I'm saying? What did they use? Hey, there you are, there you go. The wolf will live with the lamb. The leopard will lie with the goat. Oh, leopard. The leopard will lie with the goat, and the children will lead them unto salvation. Well, you know what? I haven't noticed any pint-sized coffins, so. Future traveler, we lay our beloved children before you. If you be healer, heal. If you be miracle worker, work. If you be passer through, pass through. And go in peace. And leave us in peace for me. As well. That's dope. Damn. What you would expect from people, and that's why humanity can't get that far, because you're gonna allow yourselves to, I guess. You know, we got some records here. See if these kids are on here. We lay our children before you, but that was where they were, I believe. What is going on? It's like a vault. Damn. What do you think of humanity when you get to that point where you're like, no, And this is what we want right here. Vacuum them up, put them in there, and we'll see what happens. I'd rather believe that. Store the best of the finest products, wines and cheeses. It's like, oh my God, wines and cheese. What? Yes, my crack them open and start eating. Clams. No. Let's hope not. Let's work our way back. Where we going? All right. Well, wait a minute. Look at this place. This is constructed in the bottom of the ship. Oh. Oh, shit. All right. Well, when is that supposed to open? Is this what I think it is? No. Yeah, right. Like, damn, y'all out here working. Where'd you find this? CBS is here.
Oh, God. The first ones. They're all
Children. It's a children's tomb.
They buried their children here first. Couldn't bear the thought of recycling them.
Then they couldn't bear the thought of being separated from them either. So here they are.
Here they are.
All right, wait. Okay, but the children weren't sick? Were they just carriers? Just make sure I'm... Well... This coffin stands in memory of the first children lost to the illness that ravaged our station. Their bodies were tragically recycled before our minds were awakened to our greater purpose. Although they are lost, we hold them in our hearts forever. Tomb of the Unburied. Y'all motherfuckers got the cutting stone and all types of shit. So you got here, punched in the side of this fucking rock, and did all of this. How long were they here? This is crazy. You know what? And then if somebody got here and set up like this immediately, you would not remember after a while. If everything was new and like plastic and shit, it'd be thousands of fucking years or hundreds of years, and you would still feel like it was like the same day. Can you imagine that shit? Whew. Ghosts everywhere. Hearing voices and shit. All right, last time. Especially if it was up a little higher. You can't please these niggas. Well. Yeah. That's,
Some of the first children born in the belt, and this is the fate they suffered.
They were abandoned, but at least they weren't forgotten.
Here.
What do you think happened?
Let's find out.
alright, so, I guess... Hand terminal, bullet wound, tablet, recorder. That's funny. I commence this diary for the benefit of future histories. I believe we are embarking on biomedical revolution, rivaled only by the events of synthetic nitrogen and CRISPR. That's crazy. Non-sibi, said omnibus. Ha. Non-sibi, said omnibus. Said omnibus. Omnibus. Said omnibus. Said omnibus. Said omnibus. Said omnibus. 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 I know this is the discovery of a millennia, but some of my fellow researchers have lost the plot. All they want to do is scale up the testing. Idiots. We have the potential to eradicate cancer, reverse cellular decay, bolster immunity against all infections. Must keep our focus. Alright, lost a word up there. Was that deep thinking or was that a degeneration? The situation has grown tenuous. Dresden appears to have lost all sense of process and propriety. Rumor is that he is pushing a cognition enhancement modifier on junior researchers as a means of advancement. If he tries that shit on me, he will find an enhancement up his ass. Ask Strickland what he knows about the other teams here. No response. I know we're not the only... You heard that? All right. Ask Strickland about what he knows about the other teams here. No response. Almost. I know we're not the only ones on this project. Ask Strickland what he knows about the other teams here. No response. I know we're not the only ones on this project. What research are they hiding? Would they be insane enough to develop it as a weapon? The data are clear. This thing can teach us so much about biology, but it isn't ours to control. Okay.
Looks like this scientist contacted the UNN, and they sent over the Urshinabi.
But they weren't able to stop the word from leaking out.
All individuals handling this information are required to protect it from unauthorized disclosure. Handling, storage, reproduction, and disposition of the attached document must be in accordance with applicable regulations. Designation MK Core, Lab Number 27, Phoebe Station. In other words, don't fucking sit this down. Don't fucking show anybody. Don't fucking talk about it. Don't leave it open. Close it back the way you fucking found it. Every time you fucking whatever. Research lead, Dr. Ray. Abstract. It's clear that this sample is encoded with instructions, and those instructions are unknown, perhaps unknowable. exposure to human biomass seems to activate it, although exposure to other replication mechanisms have proven effective as well. Most attempts to break down the sample's molecular bonds, exposure to solvents, disinfectants, and freezing temperatures, have failed. Exposure to extreme high heat has shown some efficacy. Done and done. Cellular exposure. Cellular wall degeneration. Experiment 3. Cellular replication. Experiment was terminated early when replication continued outside of expected parameters. God damn it. Most attempts to break down the sample's molecular bonds, exposure to solvents, disinfectants, and freezing temperatures have failed. So we don't even have shit to do nothing with this. Break down the samples. So you're trying to break. Okay, but it says it. Okay, well, it was just a. What's your second line of defense? That's basic shit. Solvents, disinfectants, and freezing temperatures. High heat. That's most things. Perhaps unknowable. Yeah. Exposure to human biomass. Yeah, I don't know exactly what biomass means. A mass is fairly large, but a mass is usually circular, right? Originally, a mass is an O, or like a circle or sphere. It's like I'm not thinking about something small. I'm not thinking about a mass. I'm thinking about the sun. Sun and comparative to a cell, and an atom. Atoms and planets. Atoms and planets. Right. That's great. That's great for him. My bad. Attempts to break down the sample's molecular bonds. Okay, solvents. Just sample. I wanted to see what it looks like. Human testing. Good. Here we go. Let's get to some good shit. Research led. Dr. Strickland abstract. The sample is highly transmissible and with proper exposure maintains a 100% infection rate. What, man? With proper exposure? What the fuck? Okay, bro. Come on now. Don't you want to know? This is just disappointing right here. A greater amount of biomass is needed in order to further understand the sample's encoded instructions. So you were trying to fucking... Okay, wait. Okay. So it's clear that the sample is encoded with instructions. The instructions on how to do whatever the fuck. It's not encoded with the